quality over quantity, as they say. Well, the Republican Party may have a problem with both. As the midterms approach, the primaries are producing a pool of Republican Senate candidates who are not quite up to snuff. But don't take my word for it. Take his.
There's probably a greater likelihood the House flips than the Senate. Senate races are just different. They're statewide. Candidate quality has a lot to do with the outcome.
What McConnell is doing there is tempering expectations of a red wave or at least a Republican takeover of the Senate in November. At the start of this year, the smart money said Democrats would likely lose both chambers of Congress. But now, as the Cook Political Report puts it, the coin is in the air for control of the Senate. Just one flipped seat for either Republicans or Democrats would give that party control of the Senate. Hence, every candidate counts. So I want to take a look at some of the candidates who might be weighing on McConnell's mind. They're running for seats in the highly competitive states of Arizona, Georgia, Pennsylvania, Wisconsin, and Ohio. All right, let's start in Wisconsin, where Senate Republican incumbent Senator Ron Johnson is vying for a third term. Johnson's garnered a fair share of criticism for his stances on abortion, his perpetuation of dubious COVID treatments, and his crusade to cut Social Security and Medicare. Now, Senator Johnson's a Trump devotee. He's been one of the Senate's most vocal election deniers and insurrection apologists. The House committee investigating January 6th revealed that Johnson's chief of staff tried to deliver a slate of fake electors backing Donald Trump to then Vice President Mike Pence. Johnson has changed his story about it several times, telling a local reporter just this week, quote, "My involvement in that attempt to deliver spanned the course of a couple of seconds. I knew nothing about it." Okay, so you're sitting at home thinking most of the Republicans in the Senate and the House share Johnson's sentiment that the 2020 election was stolen. So this doesn't make Johnson the most unelectable in the eyes of this Republican Party. So in the competition for who's the worst candidate, Johnson probably doesn't take the prize. Let's look at Arizona Democratic Senator Mark Kelly. He was looking vulnerable until Trump pushed the Republican Party to nominate this guy, Blake Masters. Masters is a venture capitalist. He's a political novice, though he's freakishly well known among online far-right extremists. In fact, last month, the New York Times reported on his past track record of posting on far-right message boards. Unsurprisingly, he claims that the 2020 election was illegitimate. He once blamed America's gun violence on black Americans. He has extreme views on abortion, except you won't see that reflected on his campaign website. Just this week, he softened his tone on abortion and scrubbed his website's policy page of his tough abortion stances because extremist views, especially on abortion, worked well in GOP primaries. They work less well in a statewide election. J.D. Vance is running for the Senate seat in Ohio. He's a self-proclaimed hillbilly turned millionaire, a former venture capitalist and an author. He recently compared abortion to slavery. He claims President Biden is purposely flooding the heartland with fentanyl to kill Trump supporters, and he believes people without children, the childless left, as he calls them, make bad legislators. He was vehemently anti-Trump until he was vehemently pro-Trump, and Vance is now the proud owner of an endorsement from the man that he once referred to as America's Hitler. Herschel Walker, the ex-football star, is going head-to-head with Senator Raphael Warnock in Georgia. He's got name recognition, but that's not always a good thing, especially when the name is associated with domestic violence. Walker's ex-wife says he once held a gun to her temple and threatened to, quote, blow her brains out. Walker, interestingly, doesn't deny these accusations, but blames his past violence on struggles with mental health. He lied about working in law enforcement and about being an FBI agent. Those claims were recently debunked by the Atlanta Journal-Constitution. He's been accused of hiding 3 children that he fathered after chiding absentee black fathers. He's been criticized for shady business ventures, and it kind of seems like everything that comes out of his mouth is nonsense. He recently attacked the newly passed health care and climate bill, saying the money is going to trees, asking, quote, don't we have enough trees around here? All right, finally, we've got the television doctor, Mehmet Oz, a longtime New Jersey resident running for Senate in Pennsylvania. His opponent, the Pennsylvania Lieutenant Governor, John Fetterman, has masterfully highlighted Oz's lack of connection to the state. Oz has attempted and failed at portraying himself as an average Joe. He recently posted a video inside a grocery store complaining about inflation. Not a bad start. First, he gets the name of the well-known Pennsylvania-based chain wrong. He then goes on to list the price of vegetables for his wife's crudité, which is super relatable. Dr. Oz has been known to spread misleading, science-free medical alternatives. He recently released emails that show that Oz promoted the anti-malaria drug hydroxychloroquine directly to the White House as a COVID-19 treatment, despite having no proof that it actually worked against COVID. Oprah declined to endorse Oz, and she's the one who created him. But he did get the endorsement of another TV personality, and that's what all these candidates have in common. They were handpicked by the former president, and they all claim that the 2020 election was illegitimate. If these are the guys the GOP is counting on to save the Senate, good luck with that.